Hi YouTube, I'm 32 weeks pregnant today. Sorry for the kind of shaky camera and the different view. I was going great and I was feeling fine and had lots of plans for today, and then right in the middle of it, completely by surprise, I was really unwell, like morning sickness. I know it can come back in the third trimester, but I'm so hoping that this is just a one-off and not anything that's going to hang around. Oh, so I feel a bit kind of washed out and a bit raw, I guess. So I'm going to take a rest because I feel pretty tired, and then I'll do the belly measurement after I've had my rest. This week has been okay. There's been lots of movement. Mum's been able to see it really clearly, like from the other side of the room sometimes. Baby's had hiccups a lot. And the only thing that's uncomfortable at the moment is when they put their foot in my ribs. I've been having, I guess it'll be pelvic floor pain. I used to get these kind of feelings before my period arrived when I was, before I was pregnant. Sort of before and during, I'd get these sharp kind of, pains through that area. And I'm experiencing them again, and I asked my midwife about it. She said, yeah, it can happen. It's probably just ligament pain. It's generally associated with your baby settling into your pelvis, but yours is definitely not, which is quite right. They are still breech. And she had another feel around, and everything seems fine, and their heartbeat sounds good. Finally, we talked about mode of delivery, and she was, because I've had like so many different midwives, she was kind of surprised that it hadn't been mentioned before, but then I guess due to the mix-ups and stuff, it just had kind of been overlooked. I'm thinking more and more that I would like to maybe look for a birth center nearby, because I don't really like the idea of hospital so much. Like I'm really quite worried that they would just try and confine me to a bed, and I don't really want that to happen. But at the same time, like a home birth, this house is actually rented, and so it kind of feels like giving birth in someone else's house. This isn't like the family home or anything, so I think it would feel kind of weird, and I almost feel like I'd have to get my landlord's permission. So I don't know about that. A birth center seems like a good compromise. Whew, sleepy. I think my mum is assuming I'm going to deliver in the hospital. But then it's kind of difficult with my mum because even though, she's had babies and everything, she hasn't had the experience of labour because all of her babies were born by cesarean. Not through any choice of hers, it's just the way it had to happen because there was no other way of getting the babies out. Although my brother and sister, who are older than me, they've got a different dad, so we're half siblings, and they were actually bigger babies than me. And it may have been that, because I was only like 6 pounds and 12 ounces, I think, so it may have been that maybe Mum would have been able to deliver me fine. But because of an infection that she'd had giving birth to my brother, it made her, the wall of her uterus really thin, and so they were worried that if she tried to VBAC, then she would rupture, which is obviously not a good thing. So it's kind of hard. Mum's had lots of experience with medical professionals and, them telling her that it's not going to work any other way than this, and I think she almost assumes it's going to be the same way for me. And I find it very difficult to talk to her about my wishes in labour because I feel like she's opposing me. Obviously, she's worried about me. I'm her baby and I'm having a baby, and she's worried about me and everything. Just like talking to her, it stresses me out. And most people would say, like, oh yeah, you know, you should really talk to your mum about this, you know, the way that it makes you feel talking to her about your labour plans. And I would, except that my mum and I, like, hardly ever have a disagreement. Never. And we've never really, like, argued or anything. So it's very strange to me to actually, like, disagree with something that she says, or to have a different opinion, because we're just very similar also. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get to do my Q&A this week, because I've got quite a few sort of family things coming up. My brother's visiting on Thursday because it's his birthday, and Mum has a few days off this week, so it just kind of like interferes with the kind of things that I get to do during the day. So I don't know if I'm actually going to have time, so I might have to push that back to next week, but that's okay, because I haven't had many questions. So come on, get asking some questions, people. What else? I'm really open to any baby name suggestions, because I'm actually having a hard time, like, picking out girl names and stuff. I have, like, a list that I like, of names that I like, but I'm finding it really hard just to, like, find one that feels right. And even though, you know, similarly, boy names, I mean, I'm actually more settled on a boy name than I am a girl, which really surprises me, because I always find boy names really hard. But, you know, any suggestions, I'm welcome. I'm open, and they're very welcome. I'm glad everybody liked the mother care haul video. I'm glad, yeah, I'm really glad. Hopefully the movement video wasn't too boring. I know it didn't do a lot. Baby seems to be quite shy, but that is some movement. Yeah, it's getting close. Like, could only be 8 weeks away. Could be 6. Could be 10. Oh, and congratulations to Candy Johnson, who had her baby girl yesterday. She's been calling the baby Cupcake throughout her entire pregnancy. That's been really sweet, but she finally had her, and she hasn't got a name for her yet. So, yeah. Congratulations to Candy Johnson. Been following her pregnancy pretty much from when I found out that I was pregnant, but it was like complete coincidence, because I was already watching her makeup videos anyway, and then she announced that she was pregnant, and I was like, oh my god, I'm pregnant too. So yeah, that's been really cool to, like, follow. She's a really lovely girl, and I will put links down below if you want to, like, read her blog or see her baby, or, you know, want makeup tips. She's really good at those. So, yeah. Right. I think that about sums it up for now. I am going to stop recording, and because I really don't want to have to edit this, and I'm going to get some rest. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay then, little mama's going to have a bit of a rest. Bye guys. And I just forgot to add that shortly after I have baby, I'm going to be turning 21. So we've actually decided to, like, do a combination of my 21st birthday and an opportunity for family and friends to meet the baby officially. So that's going to be really cool. And that'll be happening on the 9th of April, which is my actual 21st birthday. So that should be good. Okay. See you in a bit, guys. Oh, and I definitely want to do cloth nappying, so I'm hopefully going to have something sorted out by next week. I don't know if I will order anything yet, or whatever, but I want to have something kind of to show, or at least say next week, on my cloth nappying business, and how that's going. Right, I look terrible. Now I'm definitely going to have my rest. Okay, bye guys, last time, promise. Okay, so I'm just going to do the all-important belly measurement. I'm a little bit sleepy right now, but I'm just going to do it for you guys. Last week I was about sort of hanging around 31 still, so maybe it's changed this week. We'll see. Still looking pretty good. No stretch marks. I'm just getting rounder. Well, that's the plan anyway. I'm measuring 31.5 again, which is still 80 centimeters or so. I will speak to you guys soon, and have a good week. Bye guys.